children, let's talk about zero and negative exponents. Chapter 8.1. Here's the deal. You can't have negative exponents in your final answer. But check this out. If I said, let's do like threes. If I can write. Okay. Doesn't look like I'm able to write. I'm breaking everything. Okay. There we go. All right, 3 to the third, 3 to the second, 3 to the first, 3 to the 0, 3 to the -1, right? Down like that. Now, 3 to the first is just 3. No big deal. 3 to the second power, 3 times 3 is 9. 3 to the third would be 9 times 27, 9 times 3, which is 27. Now, if we kind of trace this pattern backwards, 27 to 9, you're dividing by 3. 9 to 3, you're dividing by 3. Now, if we kept that going, what's 3 divided by 3? Yes, 1. So anything to the 0 power is equal to 1. That's what it says in this property that you have right above you. Now, if we kept that going and did 1 divided by 3, it'd be 1/3. What? So negative exponents, to make them positive, you're going to put them on the other side of a fraction, right? 1/3 to the first power. That's the basic idea of what we have to cover today. No negative exponents in your final answer. No 0 exponents either. If anything is to the 0 power, it just equals 1. So you can essentially get rid of it. All right, let's try some stuff out. Boop, beep, boop. There we go. 4 to the -3rd power. As I just said, you're not allowed to have negative exponents. So the way you make it positive is, in this case, you can put it under a 1. 1/4 to the 3rd power. Now, 4 to the 3rd means 4 times 4 times 4. Now, I know 4 squared is 16, and 16 times 4 is 64. So that would be our final answer, 1/64. Now, B and C look very similar, but they will give you different answers. If it is in parentheses and you have a negative, then that's fine, it'll cancel out. So B, because it's in parentheses, would just be 1. Whereas C, when it's not in parentheses, it's essentially saying the opposite of 1.23 to the 0 power. So the opposite of 1. So if it is not in parentheses, it'll be -1. Okay? So, I think you should pause here and try these out, and then I'll write them down, and you can make sure you have the same thing. So go ahead and pause, try it, come back. This would be 1/3 to the 4th, and 3 to the 4th is 81. Did you try that on your own first? Okay. -7 in parentheses to the 0 power, it's just 1. -4 to the -3rd, we put that under a 1. Now, -4 squared would be +16 times another -4 would be -64. Typically in fractions, you see the negative up top in the numerator. So we'll just relist that as -1/64. 7 to the -1st, that's a problem. Put it under a 1, problem solved. 7 to the 1st is just 7. So it's just 1/7. And then -3 to the -2nd power. Now that is not in parentheses. So it's just going to be 1/3 squared. If that was in parentheses, the negative would cancel out because -3 times -3 is +9. But because it's not in parentheses, it's like saying the opposite of 3 squared, the opposite of 9, which is -9. So our final answer here would be -1/9. All right, let's try some more.